Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Yes, so indeed, they said the drum of lies may sound really loud, but the truth dances the longest, okay? Yes, so we have gotten another report that, Ebony, screamed and made a whole lot of fuss in the palace of the Oni of Ife as she tried to alert the Oni and other people that her uncle had been beaten up in the village and the man was hospitalized. Therefore, Oni of Ife's palace allegedly incurs as villagers, attacked Ebony's uncle over effort to disrupt Queen Naomi's ritual. As Ebony cried that her uncle was only there to get arthritis medicine. Now, what is going on? You know that there is a pending issue that has to do with Queen Naomi's ritual and the Oni of Ife. Now, they are insisting that for Naomi to be fully Onis again, like Naomi can do anything with the Oni of Ife. They are together. Everything is going on well between Naomi and the Oni of Ife. But for Naomi to be, recognized worldwide as the wife to the Oni of Ife again and be seen and be called, Mrs. Ogunse as it's supposed to be again. As a matter of fact, if Naomi is addressed as Mrs. Ogunse by the Oni of Ife himself, it's going to be a very big abomination. Why is that? They say she left, and she was the one who announced it on Instagram, the circumstances for which she left, the way she did it. It's a taboo. It's an abomination. They need to do a ritual, which we have discussed time and time again. Now, this ritual is supposed to be inside the sacred forest of Oduwa, okay? And now, the ritual has been delayed because Naomi has been trying to find a way to reconcile with that thought that she would go inside the sacred forest to go and do a ritual. A lot of people were asking, okay, how about the first one that she did? Naomi did not go into the sacred forest to do a ritual. When, people are talking, it's important for people to listen very well. When Oni of Ife and Naomi first met, in fact, when Oni of Ife saw Naomi, it was first a love at first sight, okay? They connected, they resonated with each other. And then what happened? Oni of Ife was head over heels in love with Naomi. Naomi had never, ever, with due respect, been with any other man before. That was her first time, okay? There was no experience whatsoever. But as a small girl, one of these days, Kabiyesi took Naomi in a vehicle, okay? They said that day, that very evening, it was a Hilux vehicle that they entered. The people who are narrating this whole story mentioned vividly well how this whole thing happened. They said that very day, Kabiyesi had taken Naomi in a Hilux vehicle, and there was another Hilux behind that one, just two vehicles, and they drove to the forest of Oduwa. And when they got there, what happened. Now, do not forget that movement that day was not like, okay, I just want to carry you, let's go and do an oath in the forest. It was like, a tourist, like some kind of mini tourism for them as, couples who just met, who fell in love. Kabiyesi needed to introduce Naomi to his own belief system and religion and a whole lot of things. And basically, as they were going, they were discussing history, the history of the Yoruba people, and a whole lot. That was what they were doing. Then Naomi followed Kabiyesi. They said when they got into the royal forest, adrenaline was high. Or under such circumstances, adrenaline would be very high. And that was how Oni turned to that tree where he made that covenant with Olori Naomi. But some people are very judgmental. When they hear this, they want to judge the girl. They want to say she's not a true believer. They want to say if she was a true believer, she would never have done that and all of that. It's important for people to understand that Jesus Christ didn't come for the sinners. Jesus came for the poor, for the poor in attitude, okay? Those who cannot get a hold or a grip of the art, they behave anyhow. The sinners. Yes, Jesus came for them. Then, let me not digress. So, right now, they now said that ritual is supposed to happen inside the sacred forest of Oduwa. And Naomi has been going back and forth. She's finding it difficult to reconcile how she's going to make that decision because she believes in God. Everything Naomi has done from the age of 14 has been promoting the testimony of Jesus Christ, right? And so to come here now and begin to tell Naomi to go into the sacred forest has been very cumbersome for Naomi to make that decision. And so now after what happened with these women saying that they do not recognize Naomi as the wife to the Oni of Ife with that basbos, that wahala that happened, Oni of Ife now was pressured to make Naomi go and do the ritual. And they said the ritual is likely to happen this week. And they said Naomi's father came, they did not agree. Naomi's mother came, I don't know if they agreed or how they have done it. Or I don't know how that ritual will be done, but they said the ritual is likely to be done this week or next week. Now, they said that Ebony's uncle was seen in the same village again, trying to gain access to the the custodian of the sacred forest of Oduwa. And they said that was how boys rushed the man, bulala the man, as in try common sense, reset the man's brain. And they said that was how, it's old now. They said the man was rushed to the hospital. Now, they said Bonnie is shouting. Now, the reason why they did that was because is it 2 weeks or no, it's not up to 2 weeks. I think this thing between when Ebony came back with the baby and now, it's about 2 weeks, right? They said they had gone there, not only Ebony and the uncle, that the Ebony's people have gone to that forest and they were talking to the very young custodian that is being trained in an event that old one is no longer there. They trained them like that virgin boy. That they were talking to them and they were tilting towards what they can do to truncate the ritual that has to do with Olorina. And you do know that the villagers are involved in this. They are looking so forward to having that ritual finished, having Naomi go to... Naomi is a woman that God has already blessed. Naomi has goodwill. People love Naomi. People love Olori Naomi. People love Naomi. Wherever she goes, she is loved. And so right in that village, they say everybody is looking forward to when this ritual will be done and over with, so Naomi can take her position. And so they are monitoring. They don't want anything to go wrong with the ritual. And they said that was how the information got leaked out the first time. And the uncle, immediately she heard that Oni has, decided that they must go on with the ritual this week or next week. They said that was how this man ran again to that forest to go and try. You know that if you're working with people, there might be 5 people. If you cannot enter one or enter the second one or enter the third one, there just might be a likelihood that if you try harder, you might enter one. And that was what the uncle was doing. And that was how they beat, they not the living daylight out of the man's body. He said, no be so, now so they give and key to white, slap here, beat here. They say, the man, they just want to reset the man brain, make the man know, say, this nonsense has got to stop. They said, now so Ebony con they shout, say, because of Olori Naomi, they won't buy her uncle. This is what we are hearing. Do not forget that the following content is based on rumor and speculation found online, is not being verified yet and should not be taken as fact.